Hello, I'm Glen Flurry, and I'm a play worker by day and help out at Crepe City. Well, I turned 40 this year, and going back, I was an 80s boy. I was brought up on Troop, SPX, British Knights, Diodora, and one of the shoes that got it for me was the Nike Air Max 1. This shoe, for me, was just amazing. The concept of this bubble, and yeah, this is one of my favourite shoes ever. Thankfully and gratefully, I picked these up. This is my second pair of these. I picked these up just recently when I met my girlfriend at the present, Kate. When I moved to near Wolverhampton, I found size, and this was one of the first shoes I bought 15 years ago, and I love them. I love them. Why do I collect trainers? Good question. Individuality, colours. Um, I suppose when I was younger, being a break dancer, skateboarder, um, I got into different types of fashion, and trainers go with everything. Trainers go with jeans, shorts, just wear trainers on their own. I just got into it because I felt I've always loved trainers. I've always loved them. I've always when I was younger, people at school. Look, I've always looked at people's feet. I've always had an interest. I've always been interested in shoes or fashion around the trainers, and I've always known what people are wearing in the street. It used to drive my dad mental, walking down the street going, "Oh, he's got them" or "she's got them." I still do it now with my girlfriend. "Oh, look, see them, so I'm in Asda. Look at them, look at them, look at wow, what are they?" And I'll tell her how much they're worth, where they've got them from. I suppose it's just been a thing I've always liked. I've shown all my pairs, but I'm not allowed to. So this is one of my favourite pairs. This was, or is, a sample of the Reebok City series. This was never released colourway. The colourway was released, was very similar, but this is all covered in graffiti. It's a shoe I love. Saw them on eBay as a sample. I don't know how many pairs are produced. Samples, 1, 5, 10, who knows? Um, for me, yeah, it just says me in a shoe. Bit of graffiti. I love the colour blue. I'm a Chelsea fan, so for me, it was just a shoe that I like and I'm proud to own. Another one, Air Max 1 again. This is the Patta collab. Again, the story behind this, when it got released, I missed the release the first time. My dad was off to America. I said, "Dad, see you buy these shoes for me." The night I said that, he was at Heathrow, and dropped a restock randomly. Straight on the computer, looked over to my girlfriend, "Lend me £100, bit skint at the time." "Well, what do you want now?" I said, "Another pair of shoes, but I really want these ones." So yeah, for me, I think I've worn them once, maybe, very, 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 very quickly. Just can't bring myself to maybe wearing them. Maybe I've got to a bit more because they'll start to disintegrate or start to be a bit hard and break. But yeah, I love the patter. I love the denim, the concept. It's lovely. Another one again, folks. It's the Air Max 1. For me again, the shoe, I love the Air Max 1. This was a Foot Locker exclusive, 2006, 2007. John Bergman, a famous Nottingham British artist. Again, it was lovely, just the colours, the material. There's a story behind this shoe. Sneaks and Peaks about 3 years ago. I wasn't planning on picking everything up, but there was this blank table in the corner, just this table that was empty. And the seller's car broke down on the way up, and he basically grabbed an IKEA bag out of his car with 10 or 9 pairs, shoved them in a bag and shoved them on the table. I literally flew across the room when I saw all this because I owned them years ago when they first released. It was a brand new pair, and the price was right. Money was in my pocket. They came home with me. I only purchased that day. Pair to live in the whole year. For me, probably the Reebok workout. Again, back in the day when I was at school, all this for PE. The shoe's been around for years. There's been some collaborations. There's been different materials. There's been Gore-Tex. There's been fur. For me, it's just a really great all-round shoe. The black colourway for me is very easy to wear. It's very comfortable. It's just, yeah, wear it with jeans, wear it with shorts. Again, it's just a really nice, easy shoe to wear. And again, it's had its highlights. There's been a few collaborations with it. I wish people would do more with this shoe because I do like the silhouette, I do like the shape, I do like it. It's a solid shoe. For me, I'd wear this all year round. Last pair purchased was these bad boys, the Foot Patrol Gel Light 3 Squad. This shoe for me is just lovely. Went down to London, took a couple of days off work and camped out. Yeah, it was just a nice shoe. The concept again, World War Two. Granddad fought in the war, etc. History. Yeah, there's not to say really. It's just a nice shoe. I like Gel Light 3s. The quality's good. Again, it's Foot Patrol London. Being an ex sort of Londonish boy, I had to go down. Took a couple of days off work. I camped out for them. Yes, I was cold, but it was worth it. Well, it was these for many, many years, the Pata Gel Light 3. I got them, I love them, but for me now, if anybody's watching, can you sell me a UK 7 or 7.5 and an Air Max 1 Kid Robot, please? Again, Air Max 1's for me. The Kid Robot, the concept with the toy, the fashion behind it, the artistically with the insoles. I used to love the shop in London. Used to go in there quite a lot. Bought t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. I've seen a few pairs over the years. I need to sell a liver or a kidney again. I just love Air Max 1s, and the Kid Robot for me, it was just perfect for me. One day I will own a pair. One day. What to look for when buying a shoe? It varies. Price, colour, material. There's some collaborations recently I haven't liked, but I love who's collaborated with them. I think it's very individual. It's a personal thing. What do I look for when I'm buying a shoe? Comfort's got to be one of them. I've got some shoes that hurt my feet, but they're pretty. They're nice, but they hurt my feet. So practicality of that is, I'm not going to buy that model again. Some of the shoes, I don't know. Some of the Jordans recently, I've never been a big Jordan fan, and some of the colourways recently have been really nice, but I wouldn't buy them. So for me, I think it's down to the shoes you like and the brands you like. But for me, I think sometimes it's colour. A lot of my shoes are very bright or vibrant or are out there. I don't buy a lot of drabbed colour shoes. I stay away from the browns if I can, the greens. I'm not a big red fan of colour of red, so I don't tend to buy. But red's a bright colour, but I don't buy it. So I think it's individual taste. You buy what you like. You don't necessarily buy all the latest collaborations or the latest things. You just buy what you like and what you can afford sometimes as well. So for me, it's I think for colour's the one for me. I think colour. Has to be Nike. Again, I love the Air Max 1. I suppose growing up, when I was younger, there was Nike TWs, Trainer SC2s, SC3s, all that. I just liked Nike and Nike or Nike. It was just all the kids had Nike, And the Air Max 1, I think it's probably one of the best shoes they've ever made, ever designed. Tinker with this air bubble and this concept and this. For me, the Air Max is just the Air Max 1. Nike, I think it's well, I think it was just out there. I think I've said that already, but for me, I think Nike the history, people they've promoted over the years, sport, etc. They've done a lot for sport, a lot for athletics and basketball and things. Yeah, for me, I think Nike. A lot of people would disagree with that. A lot of people would probably say other 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 brands, but for me, I think when I was growing up, I think Nike was the one for me. That they're the shoes that I couldn't afford, and I wanted Nike, and I couldn't have Nike. So there we are. This is the shoe for any collection. It's the Air Max 1 again. Sorry, it's just a brilliant shoe every day. There's hundreds of colourways produced in this shoe. I prefer the older pre-2007 Air Max 1 because of the shape. Materials were better then for Nike, I think. The colourways were better. Well, saying that, some of the new colourways they've produced recently have been really nice shoes, but the quality's been a bit shocking. So sort your quality out, Nike. But yeah, I think anybody who's got an interest in trainers or sneakers or whatever you want to call them, I think an Air Max 1 in your collection, you just can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong with an Air Max 1. But again, people will probably say, "Oh no," but for me, and I think people, if you're really into your shoes and into your trainers, I think an Air Max 1 is probably one of the shoes somewhere in your collection you will have a pair. Trust me. Fire, right? This is the pair I'm grabbing a fire. My Wildcats, I love them. I picked them up for retail. I was lucky to get a little wee Scottish friend I know. I love this shoe, the colour. I'm ginger myself, so it's a shoe. But if there was a fire, this would be the first pair. I might grab my girlfriend as well, but I'd probably grab these first in a fire. For me, I couldn't replace this shoe. Maybe the others I can, maybe not. But for me in a fire, it'd be my Gel Light 3 Wildcat. For me, most overrated pair for me personally is the Nike Yeezy. I've never understood that shoe. I didn't understand it. There was far better Nike basketball boots produced at the time they produced the Yeezys. Jordans, I don't know. I think for me personally, and this is me personally speaking, it was just far overrated. Just the colours, just way over the top for me. The black and the pink, and that creamy pair they did for me. I think they're overrated. I like. Don't get me wrong. I like rap music. I like Mr. West in his rap band, but his shoes. But in saying that, on the flip side, I do like the new Adidas ones. I think they look okay. People disagree with me. People are probably laughing at me when I'm saying this now, but I actually quite like them. I think they look better than the Nike ones. That's me, but me being a lover of the Air Max 1 and saying I don't like the Nike Yeezy, but I think the Adidas ones are better than the Nike ones. That's my personal opinion. Sorry. It was these Nike Chapucas. I wore them to work yesterday. I work with kids, so they're messy. Sometimes things fly around the room. I wear these. I was lucky enough recently to get a pair back in my size. It's just a weird shoe. The shape, the material, it's see-through, so you can see. I can see you. I love it again. Blue and black. It's very me. Very comfy. This is one of my everyday wearing shoes. I've got various pools of shoes that I can't wear and I don't wear, and it's got to be sunny, it's raining. This is a shoe that I would wear every day quite comfortably and do wear once, twice a week, depending on the mood or whatever I'm wearing. But yeah, the Nike Chapuca, very underrated shoe. I think I probably am. Yeah, I think if the truth be told, I've got lots of trainers. I always look at people's feet. I'm always reading on the internet, reading magazines, looking at things, social website, media, Instagram. Yeah, I suppose I would say I'm a sneakerhead. Yeah, I do enjoy and I do look and I do. Yeah, I suppose I am. Yeah, I suppose I am a sneakerhead, as it's been put. Um, yeah, I am. Yeah. For me, the situation at the moment, I think it's a little bit messed up at times. It's massive. The whole trainer sneaker crap. The whole thing is just it's blown massively. I mean, you've only got to look recently with the triple Hirachi, the blacks, the whites, anything. You could put anything on anything and sell it. Um, I'm one of the old heads. I'd like to call myself an old head. And I remember going years ago, walking up to a shop, going in London, Lewisham, places, sports and things, trying to get shoes, walk in and just buy a pair, walk out. Nowadays, you've got to. My last purchase, I was out in the street for like 23 hours. Um, it's massive. The game for me is good. I like it, but I think sometimes it's just messed up. You've really got to be on your game, on your ball to get things, to get shoes, to get people to know people, to know people. It sometimes takes your enjoyment out of it. You know, you can't just walk up and think, oh, I'm going to go buy a pair of shoes on Saturday. You've got to get there 5 hours before the shop opens just to get a pair of shoes. Whereas years ago, you could just walk up and just buy a pair of tennis after the shops opened. Some people like that. Some people don't like it. For me, it's messed up a little bit. I think it would be a bit easier if there wasn't all this hype around things and all this publicity and social media. And then on the flip side, thanks to social media and people like Ronnie Feig and people that have put it out there and done things and have moved, and the movers and shakers have caused it. It's a good thing, but then it's a bad thing. But I think it's little bit for me, my situation and my finances and funds and working 6 days a week, trying to get things for me is a bit messed up at times. So for me, Crepe City is one big happy bunch of people that meet twice a year. I went to my first one. I think I went to number 4, number 3 back in the day. Met Ron, had a chat, and found there was people like me who are interested in shoes and trainers and the fashion, the design around them, and I suppose it just grew from there. For me, I got back into shoes in about 14, 15 years ago when I met my girlfriend. I went on some training, I went on a course away, and a guy had a Crooked Tongues t-shirt on. What's that, mate? Oh, it's an online sneaker resource. Oh, is it? Went home, googled it, found it, and from there found out about Crepe City. And I suppose it just took me back to my childhood, going to this small event at the time. 100, 150 people, 3 or 4 tables, and it was just like, this is really cool. This is really, people here want to talk about shoes, or remember that. Do you remember this? Do you remember that? And now it's massive, and it's from all ages, females, children. I've been on the door when people are coming in. They're going to spending their pocket money, spending their dad's credit card, boyfriends treating their girlfriends, girlfriend treating their boyfriend, etc., etc. For me, Crepe City is one big happy family. A lot. My childhood. Some of the stuff I buy today reminds me of when I was younger. I think shoes are very, any outfit that anybody wears, whether you're male or female, trainers or shoes, are always what people look at first. For me, people do judge you for what's on your feet. I was judged when I was younger. Couldn't have the latest shoes. Having the old Roncanor or the old Converse and stuff. For me, trainers mean a lot. I'm happy with my collection. I keep building it and keep building it. And to me, it brings me a smile on my face when, that's on eBay, quick, quick, quick. The other week, one of the Puma guys, James, Professor B, knew I was looking for a pair of Puma suedes. That pair there, the size collaboration. Had them when I was younger. They came back. They brought the shoe back and put their question mark on the back. I wore my pair into the ground. He texted me while I was at work. Glen, there's a UK 7 on eBay. Really? And here they are. And also a sample pair as well. But yeah, I was really happy that I got them, and it brought back memories for me. So shoes mean a lot to me. Yeah. Nike, because the Air Max 1. Asics, ropes, flats. Sorry Charlotte, sorry Alex, flats. Diodora Saucony, Reebok Puma. Puma because of the suede in the States. Pata. Air Max 1 all the way, Air Max 1. Geolite 3 all the way. Pata Para. Sorry Davey, Foot Patrol. UK collabs, 1500. Joggers. Tinker. Ooh, Kid Robots. Vintage. Addy Yeezys. A collab. Definitely to camp. Jordan 3. LeBron James. Ooh, right. Right. Okay. Feels. I'm probably gonna get it completely wrong. Feels like an Adidas model with the. There's no lace. I'm going to go with an Adidas EQT model of some description. Well, that's really light. It's Asics, it's a split tongue. So it's... Is it a sight or a... Actually no, isn't it? It's a Gel Light 3. Yeah, you're funny. I don't know, it feels... It's got a... Right. It's an Asics Gel Light 3, but which model? Which colourway? Wait a minute. I'm going to go with the Pick Your Shoes, the Teal Dragons. It's a total guess. It's probably wrong. Right. This... It's an Air Max 1, baby! Air Max 1! Tom, knowing you with your collection, been worn. I'm not going to smell them. I'm not doing an Adam. I'm not going to smell them. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a mini swoosh? Yes, it's a mini swoosh. So, mini swoosh, not the denims. Chloroforms, whatever they're called, the green and white ones. I think that's possibly them. Yeah, I'm going to go with Pata. Yeah, the green and white. Only because of the small swoosh. Oh my god, what's this? It's got an old sock in it, Tom. What is this? Still got the price tag on this one. Quite a high back, tongue. it's got nothing, so it's quite a plain sole. Is it something Deodora or Lecoq? Is it Lecoq Sportif? Just something with shape, toe. Wait a minute. Has it got a wedge round here? Yeah, it's an eclat, and a Lecoq Sportif eclat. You've got lots of collaborations, so I don't know. It's an eclat, a Lecoq Sportif eclat, because it's got the metal, plastic bit that goes around there. You can feel there.